Welcome to Moon Vibes, your daily source of crypto news, delivered with just the right amount of chill. Moon Vibes only. Now here's your host, Crypto Kyle.
Hey, good morning and welcome back to the show. It is Thursday morning and have we got a show for you. I have an interview with Skye, the mind behind the LipServiceNFT project. It is awesome. They already did a pre-release. 10 lips were minted and sold in a matter of seconds. Actually, it was like 2 minutes, but it was great. I am a proud owner of one of those sets of lips. Skye's lips are everywhere. Well, they're in 10 people's wallets anyways. All right, so it's a pretty cool project. Obviously, we're going to talk about it more during the interview. I do apologize in advance. I am still working out the kinks when hosting interviews and still learning how to work around those individuals who may not be set up necessarily to record the same way somebody who does a podcast or records any type of audio may be set up. We did record using Twitter Spaces and just made a private Twitter space, and her voice actually turned out pretty great. It's my voice, which I did record, ended up crashing, and I lost my side of my voice, which would have made the audio much cleaner. But nevertheless, here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into the market. Bitcoin up 2.97%, currently sitting at $43,566, down 1.33% for the week. Ethereum up 3.98% for the day, sitting at $3,027, down 3.02% for the week. Cardano up 1.20% for the day, sitting at $2.11, down 7.30% for the week. Binance Coin up 11.52% for the day, sitting at $382.21, up 0.29% for the week. XRP is up 3.86% for the day, sitting at 95 cents, down 5.11% for the week. Solana down 0.17% for the day, sitting at $139, down 6.34% for the week. Polkadot down 2.92% for the day. Polkadot up 2.92% for the day, sitting at $28.36, down 12.08% for the week. Dogecoin up 1.72% for the day, sitting at 20 cents, down 9.35% for the week. And SafeMoon is up. SafeMoon is up 24.11% for the day, sitting at 0.501425, down 2.92% for the week. That's going to be it for the market recap. Once again, there is a busy weekend, next few days ahead of you. We have the interview today. Again, this is an interview worth listening to. Please excuse the audio quality. I'll make it up to you next time. I have a special guest for you on Friday, and DeFi Mark will actually be on the show on Saturday. So lots of cool things coming your way. Stay tuned. Let's go. All right, and here is the interview segment of the podcast. Welcome to the podcast, Skye. I appreciate your time. I know you're extremely busy now that I was going to say your lips are lighting up the internet. I will just say your NFTs are lighting up the internet. How do you feel about that? Just being, what are we, we might be like 26 hours into it?
I think it's been like 2.5 days, 2.5. I don't know. Since I actually first even like showed one person what I was doing. Not since I actually launched them. Like I guess I launched them, around 26 hours ago. It's crazy.
That is crazy. And all I know is some of our mutual friends, they started changing their profile pictures. I'm thinking, what is this? That looks pretty hot. Like very eye-catching, obviously. And then Calafia starts preaching the gospel of these NFTs that are going to be released by some person I never heard of. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, they really took it and ran with it. That's for sure.
That's awesome. Hey, that's what this community is all about. I mean, not everybody, but generally it seems like there's some pretty good people that are willing to support. There's a lot of NFT projects within our circles. But like yours is definitely awesome.
Yeah, full disclosure, like I didn't even buy an NFT until I think 2 days before this launched. I still don't, to be honest, fully understand NFTs in their entirety. I mean, I think sounds like there's a lot of cool use cases for them and stuff as well, but I definitely am super new to this NFT thing. Yeah,
as most people are.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really crazy. And like just to like get wrapped up in this group of people that are just like NFT crazy people, and I'm like, I don't get it. And then I actually found one that I thought was super cool. And it was it's like a Doge with a shark attached to him.
No way.
Yeah, he's really cool. And so I was like, I want to buy this just because like I want to buy it because it's cool. The guy only has like 8 in his collection. And like he hand draws all these little cool things. It's super neat. But anyway, so I bought that, and then the next day apparently I was going to have to start my own NFT collection. I was like, I'm just drawing pictures.
That's awesome. So it's a Saturday night, you buy your first NFT, and then the next day you're hanging out with some friends and somebody says lips and you go, light bulb.
Well, no. I just I started just doodling on these lips. Like that was the intention, was never for them to be an NFT. It was kind of like therapy, just like kind of I'd only drawn on a few, and then I showed them to someone. He was like, these need to be NFTs, and I was like, what and I just started putting small messages on them that like I think pertain to the DeFi space and stuff, and they've actually evolved into something pretty cool so far. So
yeah, they are awesome. I was fortunate enough to get one. I got the yellow lips with the FUD and nice. The pink. I actually wanted the rainbow lips, but this is embarrassing. I was like 32 cents short on gas fees.
Oh no.
And with the wallet I used for my OpenSea. And so I was like, dang it. And because I was flustered and I was like, the heat was on. And it was actually one of the last 2 to sell. So I could have maybe made it work if I wasn't like freaking out. But thankfully, Diablo let me get one of his from him.
Nice.
We did a trade.
Requiem doesn't talk. He's one of my guys. I guess he didn't see the private space.
Oh, that's hilarious. I don't care. He can
but
listen.
He's cool. Yeah, I don't care.
That's cool. We're recording a podcast. Hello.
Yeah, you're recording, Rex.
We're in the space. They bring you on. They said something about the Surge project. I like that. I rock with Bone Troops because of that.
Yeah, I really... a specific person posted something about Mark, like, basically, like, right before all this. And I just... he is brilliant. Like, the guy can throw out, like, a contract in, like, a few hours that's, like, DeFi shattering. And I just think, like... obviously, I think, what happened, he, like, does big lessons, but I know his intention and I know how brilliant he is. So I think the faster that we can clear his, clear this off of him, like, he's going to move mountains in the DeFi space. So any little bit I can do to help him, that's what I want to do. So we can all move past that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I have yet to see anybody in this space, at that level step up when things go wrong that way. Like, in a situation like that, I mean, there's lots of great people in the space, don't get me wrong, but like,
Sure.
just with the devs that I've been directly connected to, and I've seen some bad behavior, like I haven't seen any of them like step up and own their wrongs, and like for him to just be like, hey, this is good, we're gonna fix this, like it just speaks to his character so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Full disclosure, I'm a total Useless fangirl.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was actually late to the game on Useless, and I was like, oh, wait, what is this? I haven't heard about this before.
Oh, it's super cool. They're gonna do cool things, and that's like my biggest thing that I've learned kind of out of my little adventure in DeFi so far is like, there's these like super cool projects that are small and but they have devs behind them that they are going to change the space and they're putting the work in, and those are the kinds of people that I want to get behind. And if it takes, like, I bought Useless in June, like mid-June or something, and like I just held it, and it's paid off a lot. It's been really good.
That's
but like
awesome.
it takes a long time for real projects to do real things, and like if we can get away from this, like I need 1,000x coin overnight and then dump it, like I just now I want to just buy into projects with like cool, honest devs that are doing the things.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I mean, I'm okay with making money. I'm not against anybody making money, and there is a lot of people that can do that. But at the same time, like they're not doing that with projects that they believe in, because they wouldn't be dumping on it like that. And then a lot of times that's killing the project. And I'm not. I mean, I don't feel any certain way about people that do that. But at the end of the day, that hurts the space, and it slows down the adoption for sure.
Yeah, I feel a bit of a certain way because, I feel like if you're a developer of a project and you convince people to put your money into it or put their money into it, like you go down with that ship. Like if you've got people that bought into you, this whole like, this one's not good, I'm going to pull a bunch of money and we're going to go to the next one. Like that makes me so mad. I don't blame the people that get wrapped up in the projects and don't know. It's the people that are creating these projects, and then this one didn't work out and we already got the pump out of it, so like let's go to the next one and let's create a new contract. And like you're leaving people behind that you don't know what $50 is to somebody, or $10 even. Like you have a lot of people from like Philippine communities and Indonesian communities that are putting, like, that's a lot of money to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
To me, it's not a joke when you are playing with people's money, regardless of you thinking, oh, they only invested this much or whatever, because certain dollar amounts mean a lot more to different people.
Sure. And even when you're being told, I know we're getting off a little off topic, but this is fun. You're easy to talk to about it. But like, so I generally I started back in 2018. I was right there when the first crash happened. All my friends got out of it. The ones that brought me in, they all got out. I bought on the way down and on the way down more. But I was buying XRP. I was buying, I wish I would have bought more Bitcoin, but I bought XRP. I bought some Cardano, some of what I thought were longer term projects. And I still hold those till this day.
Awesome.
And I kind of jumped back in earlier this year when Cardano like rocketed back up, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Heck yes.
From 16 cents to $3. This is pretty sick. Now, I didn't have a big bag of Cardano, but it was a lot bigger once it went up to, $250.
For sure.
But so I was kind of new to the whole, I wasn't new to DeFi, but, BSC projects, things like that. And, of course, our beloved project that we will not mention. I kind of put money in it as a joke, and then started getting, on these Twitter spaces. I was like, oh, this seems cool. This seems legit. Kind of drank the Kool-Aid, or whatever you want to call it. I just kept putting more money in.
I thought $30 was going to make me a millionaire.
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, I want a Lambo. I'm going to put $6 in here. And
when Lambo.
Right.
I need when Lambo lips for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so I mean, I kind of bought the dream too, but knowing that at the back of my head, like this probably isn't going to happen. But sometimes you get excited about things, and you still put money in something that's not really going to work out.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I think like there's still a chance that some of these projects can turn themselves around with the right people behind them, like get the right team behind you, and like get people actually doing real work and not just trying to like, ride on this crazy thing that wasn't supposed to be a thing, I don't think, but if you get the right people in place and you stick with it, I think there's hope for all of the projects that want to do good.
Yeah, I agree.
With the right work put in it. So it's just, depends on what the devs are willing to do.
And if you have good players that are willing to, rebuild a team.
Absolutely.
It could be. It could be the moonshot everybody was hoping for, but it's not going to be overnight.
No, and that's I think what has created a lot of chaos in the space is how big, it grew so big so fast, and that's the expectation for every other coin that people are buying into. It's like everybody's looking for that next big hit, and when it doesn't hit, they just dump out, and then you leave a project just like that actually wants to be a legit project sitting there like trying their best to fight back out of that. Whereas like if people actually looked at it like, a mid to long term investment, then everyone would be better off for it. Like, you're not going to 1000x overnight. Like, and if you do 1000x overnight and you pull that money, like, you are hurting a lot of people. Like,
yeah,
people need to understand that like unrealized gains, it comes at a price if you decide to rip that out from under a project, especially if you're holding a ton of tokens.
Absolutely.
There's very good ways to like easily and nicely, take some money out while not hurting a project. So there's a lot of learnings to be had there for sure.
Well, it's different if you put in, $500 and it goes to 800 and you take, just the top
that's
off.
Way different. But if you put in $500 and it's $3 million, insane things like that, like, okay, you can take your profits, like you can take money, but the thing is if you had a community with a bunch of whales that you let the project stay good and just skimmed reflections or took, for example, I'm a pretty big holder in Useless, and I do like usually take one BNB a day as long as like everything looks good on the chart, and I match my sells with a big buy. So that it's not really like you'll never notice it, right? And so if people want to be like, if you're a whale in a project, you have to be a steward over that project if you want it to succeed. And if more people just understood, how to, because everyone's obviously here at the end of the day to make money, but it doesn't need to be dirty. And I think,
and you can do that and everybody make money at the same time.
Absolutely.
Which I think was what you were just about to say before I interrupted you there.
No, that's okay. No, absolutely. Like, I think we just need a little bit more responsibility in the space and educating people on, like kind of, best practice. Obviously, if you need the money really badly for something, like a lot of times, in Useless in specific, like, you can actually, there's like people you could ask and be like, hey, does someone want to buy my Useless? Like, if you needed to sell, because they love that project so much, like the top holders in that wallet or in that project, that a lot of them will be like, yeah, like, I'll buy your tokens, and because they want to keep everything good. So it's pretty cool when you work together in a project with other people, and like, you can really do good things.
Absolutely. That's one thing I really like about the Surge project is the project that actually is helped by sales. So sales and buys, like, that's what makes it live.
Yeah.
And so I actually messaged Mark yesterday because I was like tripping out. I was like, I had to sell some, man. It was the only thing that didn't go down. And I had to move some money around, and I couldn't in my right mind move something that was down. He goes, that's all right, man. You don't got to explain it. He goes, that's good for the project. And it was so like refreshing.
Yeah, and that's another cool thing. Like, if you are selling responsibly, a lot of people don't understand is that the LP is half BNB or whatever the underlying asset is, and half tokens. So if you get a ton of buys coming in, there needs to be sells also to to like balance the pullback out, or else it can get pretty volatile with the price. So you definitely like it. There's definitely a need for it, but there's ways that people can be more responsible about it for sure.
This is fun.
Yeah.
So back to the lips, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we just went like full DeFi.
Hey,
but
that's all right. No, it's
it
awesome.
it does tie in because a lot of what I would like to do with this going forward is to, you know, kind of bring light to certain things, as well as hopefully at some point, you know, find ways maybe to even educate a bit with them, or, you know, kind of make people think deeper about what's going on in the DeFi space.
What's funny was the loose lip sync ships. Is that, you had one that said that, right, or something like that? Yeah, loose lip sync ships. So back in my youth, when I was much more politically charged, my Facebook was all like old propaganda stuff. Like I loved not necessarily the message behind the old propaganda stuff, but I've always been interested in how governments or people groups would use like media forms, even back then when it wasn't so easy to put them around. I mean, they were literally printing them out and hanging them up on walls to get the message out and to sway the public opinion. And so the old, what was it? I think it was from the Coast Guard. It was the loose lips sink ships. It was like
really?
the whole commie age. Yeah, and that was like my Facebook banner for, I don't know, like 5 years, and MySpace before that.
Yeah.
So
there was a little bit of a play in that one. I'll leave that open-ended, but if you read if anyone wants to read the description of it, they might pick up on it, they might not, but
okay.
If you know.
I thought I knew what it was talking about, but I'll have to go back and look at it again.
For sure.
I was more so going off the ship's reference, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
But it was a little bit of a, there's people saying a rising tide lifts all ships.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Okay. It
was a little bit of a play on that.
I'm gonna be really perplexed, because that's 100% what I thought as soon as I saw that.
Yeah, and a little bit of a, some kind of leaked recording reference, but
Yeah, that's hilarious. They're awesome, and then you have like your own like private. It has the no lettering on it, but it makes me think of a band. I can't think of a band that makes me think of.
It was like Kiss or something. Someone said, I think.
A Kiss or like David Bowie or something.
Oh yeah, it could have some Bowie vibes.
Yeah, give me a little bit of Bowie vibes. If you don't like Bowie, you don't have to receive that. You can change.
Dude, I love Bowie. Bowie's
Okay.
Cool.
I definitely got the Bowie vibes.
Yeah,
I just couldn't think of that when I saw it. That's awesome.
I liked Bowie before he fixed his teeth, though.
That's ages ago.
Yeah. I mean,
That's hilarious. I was raised on like Al Green and Marvin Gaye.
Oh, nice.
And, yeah, so a little bit different. But as soon as I hit high school, I was punk rock and pop punk and eventually emo. I think everybody that was punk rock went emo eventually.
Everyone had their little emo stage, I feel like.
I hope you watched the Matt Cushnell videos.
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh my, Emo's Not Dead videos?
I have not seen those, no.
I'm sending them to you as soon as we're done recording.
Okay.
You're gonna die. He's got like 100 of them. He started on TikTok, and it's a guy from some boy band. I can't remember what the band was, but he's a huge emo fan, and he puts on this black wig and dresses all Hot Topic style. And he like lip syncs to like My Chemical Romance and all these different random bands. But he's actually, if you watch him in sequence, I mean, and there's a lot, I'm gonna warn you.
Okay.
He has like guests from like Simple Plan and Yellow Card all come in like and be like characters while he's doing their song or whatever. But he also has 2 originals. And Dashboard Confessional shows up, Chris Carrabba. It's pretty funny.
Oh wow, yeah.
But I'll send you a couple of my favorite. They're pretty hilarious.
Sweet.
So you launched. So how many did you release the other day? You released 10 or you released 11 with the auction?
I released 11. I think I've made maybe 15. I gave a few away to some people who've been really helping me. But yeah, I released 11. One's on auction. That one.
The piggy one.
Yeah, that's the piggy one because I mean, this is a whatever story, but when we were in Piggy Bank Token, there was a lot, like, they would say Marketing Monday multiple times, like every week for like 8 weeks. And finally I was like, okay, like, guys, we're going to have to market this ourselves. Like, somebody's going to have to do something. So I created a marketing server. I think there was like 40 people in there. Like, we were all working really hard. Bunch of stuff went down with Piggy. Anyways, end of the day, we ended up banned from the Discord because they used us as fall guys. And so we're out of the Piggy, whatever. And yesterday they decided to actually use art that I had made on their Twitter. And I was crazy. Like, yo, like, you guys banned me. I did all this work. I put my everything into Piggy. And you literally banned me and cast me out of the community for something I never did. And so I was like, at least give me credit if you're going to put my stuff up. And which I will say, after some pestering, they did give me credit. But, I was like, this is my art. I'm throwing an explicit Piggy lips on it, and I'm putting it up for auction. So
that's awesome.
I did that. I was a little sassy. I'm definitely not gonna pretend I'm not sassy.
Right. That's hilarious. And so I guess the full collection, once you released later on today.
Tonight we're releasing 15.
15. So then you'll have a total of 26.
Yes.
All said and done. Awesome. Then you got to rest your hand because you've been, drawing lips for a little while here.
There are some more. There are some more for sure. We just want to make sure that we kind of get out there and people get a chance to get some. I don't want to like oversaturate them. I want them to be unique and special.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like each one, I'm doing like myself. I'm not gonna like. I've had people ask if I want to do the generative thing, and I don't really want to do that. I kind of enjoy the process.
Yeah, I think it takes away from even if it does, I mean, there's very cool, generative art, obviously.
Oh,
because
for sure.
They're all hand-drawn elements, but
absolutely.
That's on a whole nother level. I mean, you're hiring, if you don't have the know-how yourself, you're hiring somebody else to do the coding and set it up to make sure that it will only mint one or make one. That's chaotic to me. That hurts my brain even thinking about it.
Well, and it takes away from like the whole, like, I get to like sit there and look at it and mess around and be like, no, I don't really like this, or, oh, I want to adjust that. Like, it kind of takes your ability to fuss with them, I guess. And I kind of like fussing over them.
That's awesome. I actually, Diablo, I'm surprised Diablo hasn't hit me up yet. I posted it for sale for 8 ETH, mine. But really? Only because I wanted to, put it out there.
Yeah.
But fully expecting that it's not going to sell for 8 ETH anytime soon.
Yeah.
I think eventually, I mean, who knows?
Oh my gosh.
But it's just because I want to keep it. I like mine a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. But
yeah,
I
think there's been a couple for crazy prices.
Yeah, but if it does sell, Diablo's going to kill me. He's going to want his share for sure. So I just thought about that afterwards. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have did that.
What, did you buy it off of him, or?
Yeah, so I did an NFT trade with him because I was talking to him. I was like frustrated because I couldn't get the one I wanted.
Yeah.
Because I was having that wallet issue. Literally, like, it was ranged between like 5 cents and 25 cents for gas fees because it fluctuates. And I was like, what the heck? And yeah, it was crazy. I was trying to send money from Trust Wallet to MetaMask, and because I was trying to hurry up, I just couldn't do it in time.
Yeah, I think Ginger threw one up for. He threw the Rug Me Papa one up for auction today because a bunch of people hit him up. So that one's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he was like, well, I'll throw it up for an auction. But
that's hilarious. The release party tonight, I don't even know what to call it. I don't see the invite. I don't want to mess up this recording looking for it. Oh, there it is. Captain Booty presents LipServiceNFTs Thursday, which is today. Not really, but when you're listening to this audience, it's tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
yeah, and he's the hype master, man.
He is.
You're gonna get some cool tunes in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And are you planning on releasing them, similar to what you did the other day, where you're just gonna
Yeah.
Go through and make them live.
Yeah, I'll probably put, yeah, exactly. I'll have them on there by the time that starts. And so everyone can kind of take a look at them. And then while we're live, I'll just start putting them for sale. Awesome. I don't want anyone to snipe any before that.
Yeah, Diablo's got to chill out, man. I mean, I guess he can buy one more since he did a swap with me, but that was crazy. I saw all 3 of his. I went to his OpenSea. I was like, hey, man, can I get one of those from you? He's like, yeah, I guess so.
Oh, that was very nice of him. Everyone was giving him a hard time, and that's very nice. Little shout out to Diablo.
Actually, what's funny is, so he sent it to me, and I was like, all right, I'll send you the ETH once I get it, get it figured out here. And then he said, don't worry about it. And so I, in turn, sent him one of my NFTs, which was marked at the same value, but isn't near as cool. Just as like a gesture of goodwill. Then he rocked and was like, I had to trade for this cool piece. I'm like, you didn't do that. But thanks, I appreciate the shout out.
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
They weren't giving him enough credit yesterday.
I mean, that takes a lot of skill, especially if you have to log in and out of his flawless SafePal wallet, apparently.
Oh, really? Wow.
Calafia loves that thing. And he said after every purchase, he had to go back in and reset the wallet to get it to work. So. Oh,
wow. Well, he got lucky because I was a little slow too.
That's all right.
Still learning, so.
There we go. There we are. Yeah, well, I guess that's it. I don't want to keep you too long. Obviously, we've talked for almost an hour here.
That's crazy.
But not counting my 20 minutes, trying to get everything to work because I couldn't find the icon. But tonight, 8 o'clock, Captain Booty presents. It's going to be awesome. Look for the spaces. I'll have it tweeted out. I appreciate you joining me. Yeah, and you're welcome back.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, thanks for sticking around for that interview. What a blast. Obviously, I couldn't include our whole conversation, but before we started the official recording and a little bit after, we had some laughs. Very cool person. So thanks for hanging out with me, Skye. I will be posting all the links that I can. I'll be posting the OpenSea link in the notes section of this episode, as well as trying to link the launch party that will be held later this evening. So please check the notes for that. If that link for some reason does not exist, make sure you check out on Twitter, where I will have that posted 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, I will talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Moon Vibes. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others. Post about it on social media. Visit our sponsor and affiliate links in the description, or leave a rating and review. Be sure to follow your host on Twitter at CryptoKyleMQT. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.